Shake and Bacon, it's me, Cassie Frass, and I'm just gonna show you guys this quick illustration I did in my moleskin sketchbook, and I'll stop blabbering on now and I'll get that video started for you. I always start out any of my illustrations with a loose and rough sketch. I get a lot of my inspiration from figurines that I see online that I can't afford and that I don't have space for. So I always try to make sure that the shapes I start out with, I try to exaggerate them so I don't feel like I'm copying the figurine and that I'm putting my own spin on it. For those of you that have seen previous Pokemon drawings on my channel before, you will know that I love doing this smoke effect on my illustrations, especially for Pokemon. I just think it's so fun to do. It adds a lot of character to it, at least in my opinion. Next, I'm just going in and lining it. I always get so nervous when I record me doing the line work just because that's gonna be the time where I mess up, is when I'm recording it. I lined this a couple months ago, but ever since then I have been trying to do some drawing warm-ups, especially whenever I do line work, because that way I feel like my lines are a lot more steady and smooth. The brand of markers I am using is the Creative Expert, and I got them at Ross. I have a smaller pack. Well, I actually have two smaller packs. I think I found one at TJ Maxx and the other I found at DD's Discount. That is my favorite place to go to look for art supplies that are super cheap. I can't refill these, and I don't know exactly what the color is going to be when I test them out, but still, they work pretty decent, and I got this whole pack because it was missing 5 for $4. You cannot beat those prices. I am a Ross girly. I freaking love Home Goods, TJ Maxx, DD's Discounts, all of those stores. They are my favorite. If you guys like shopping there, you should comment down below what you like getting there, because I love to hear the reason why people go to that store, because I feel like I have different reasons than say my sisters. They like getting the makeup there. Yeah, it's just so interesting to know other people's shopping habits. Anyways, back to the illustration. I'm just filling in the background with this nice dark green color. It was really juicy. I was liking it because I wasn't worrying about if it was going to leave any streaks or anything, but it was the first drawing that I was working with these markers, so that might be why. And then I went in with this dark blue color. I was hoping it was going to be a little lighter because I feel like the contrast with the green to the blue was not as dramatic as I wanted it to be. But this is just a sketchbook illustration, so I wasn't too worried about it. The color was just a tidbit too dark for me. Now I'm going in with this lavender color. It is so freaking beautiful. I really like using this color. I think it's all dried up now because I was just picking it up and using it on any little doodle that I was making just because it's my favorite. It's such a cute color. I'm really into lavender right now. I used to be very ashamed when I would favor certain colors over other colors, say I'm just really into green and all of my illustrations look green, but I'm trying not to beat myself up over it because that way my artwork just has a bit more of a style and you could see exactly what kind of influences are in my artwork, and it gives me more of a signature look, which I feel like is something I lack in my artwork. I just love to like switch things up and try not to make any one specific thing like my signature. Like I'll go from drawing Pokemon and then I'll do portraits and then I'll draw a lot of like pinups. I just like to explore and I just like to go with the flow. I had a lot of fun doing the fire for this particular piece. Fire Pokemon are my favorite, so that might be why. I love the flame and I love the dramatics. If a Pokemon is pink, that's also like my favorite. There's just something about a soft pink character that just melts your heart, What's your guys' favorite Pokemon type? I know Fairy is a new one. A lot of people like Ghost. I would love to hear it down in the comments below. Maybe even leave some suggestions for Pokemon for me to draw because there's so many. I can never decide on which one to draw next. So leave me some suggestions down below. And here I am just making some swirls and some curls with my color pencils. I lost my sharpener like in the middle of this and I was like getting so frustrated because they were all dull and I should have been patient and just waited to find it, but I didn't. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. When I add these sort of details onto my drawings, I just try to go with the form of whatever shape it is, and with the smoke it's really fun because it's really organic and fluid. When I first started drawing, I did a lot of like realism portraits and stuff, so right now as an adult I'm having a lot of fun just doing more abstract things with my artwork, and how I'm just adding the finishing touches onto this Pokemon, and I wanted it to like illuminate, so that's why I went in with this cream color to sort of add like a glowing effect. I found my sharpener, if you cannot tell, with this sharp point. After these finishing touches, I am done with this sketchbook page. If you watched this long, I really appreciate you sticking around for me. Don't forget to comment and tell me your favorite Pokemon so I have some suggestions for my next Pokemon drawing. If you've stuck around this long, I'd appreciate it if you left like a fire emoji in the comments so that way I know that somebody actually watched the whole video. And don't forget to follow me on my other social medias. I will see you later, Gator. Bye. Chicken Bacon, it's me, Cassie Frass. Capitan. Say hi, Capitan. Hi, Capitan.